no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Got a super chat coming in from Mystic Recon. Oh my God, Mystic Recon. With Seattle so uncertain with Dunbar's status, you think they would take Joyner off our hands if Amik beats out Joyner in the slot? So Quentin Dunbar, he's on the commissioner's exempt list, so he's not playing this year as of right now. Would they take Joyner off the Raiders' hands? So if you're going to trade for Joyner, you're going to have to pay basically half his salary this year. And if I'm the Seattle Seahawks, no, I'm not going to trade for Lamarcus Joyner, even though I've seen what he's been able to do with the Los Angeles Rams. As much as I would love to be able to trade away Lamarcus Joyner, no, I don't think that's a trade that's going to happen. But I do like your level of thinking, and I do appreciate the super chat. Let's go to Tyler. Our whole team for Patrick Mahomes. So trade the entire Raiders roster for Patrick Mahomes. You might think what I'm about to say is crazy. The Chiefs still say no. The only reason why the Chiefs still say no is because it's Patrick Mahomes, and they've just invested their entire future into him, and he's the best player in the world right now. I would think that you could put just about we had this debate actually the other day in the office. Could you put Mahomes on the Jags when they win a Super Bowl? I'm not going to go that far. However, I don't think the Raiders do it, and I don't think that the Chiefs do it either. So this is a little bit new, so if you have questions, start using #trade. And to all the super chats, we will do our best to get them up here on the show. I know we'll get them very shortly. Let's go to Andy Rivera. If Jalen Ramsey is still a free agent next year, will he beat out Trayvon Mullen? So basically what you're asking is if the Raiders go out and sign Jalen Ramsey, will he be above Trayvon Mullen? The answer to that is yes. The only reason the Raiders would ever go out and trade for or go out and sign Jalen Ramsey is to make him the cornerback one. As much as I love Trayvon Mullen, Jalen Ramsey is above him in terms of cornerback status. Ramsey, to me, is clear, no doubt, top 5. Mullen, I'm hoping he can get into like the top 15 this year. And also, if you go out and sign Ramsey, that means either Trayvon Mullen didn't play well, or that also means the combination between Prince Amukamara and Damon Arnett didn't play well. Because if Damon Arnett plays well and Trayvon Mullen play well, you don't really have a reason to go out and pay top dollar for a corner like Ramsey. If one of those three players doesn't play well, guess what? Then, yeah, maybe you look to go get Ramsey. And, I know Ramsey at least wants to be a Raider. What up, Jeff? One of my good friends here. Joyner and a second for Patrick Peterson. So, I like the idea. However, actually, you know what? Patrick Peterson, 30 years old. If the Cardinals, let's say, aren't going to be able to... See, that's the thing, though. They play two totally different positions. Would I do this trade? Yes, I would actually do it in a heartbeat. But for the Cardinals, you still got to go out and pay Lamarcus Joyner. Yes, you get a second-round pick. I actually think they'd probably be a little bit more enticed to do a second-round pick, just a second-round pick for Peterson. That way, then you don't have to go out and pay Lamarcus Joyner. But it's a good idea, Jeff. I like the level of thinking. And for everyone out there, continue to use #trade. We'll get to your questions here in just a second. Before we get to more questions, I do want to give you this special deal. F-COVID. Absolutely love it from onlyoneNation60.com. When you use code FCOVID, you're going to be able to get a free mask when you purchase either a hat, a tank top, or a t-shirt. Plus, you're going to be able to save 20% and get free shipping. So if you want the shirt that I have on, if you want the hat that you see on screen, if you want to also to be able to get a free face mask, go to onlyoneNation60.com and use FCOVID at checkout. Save 20%, free shipping, and you get to rep your team. Personally, I have the mask. It's great high-quality cotton. You can also wash it in the washing machine. And the hat. The hat is under $30. Go find me a better hat for that deal. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. It's in the comments. It's also in the description. Also, small business. Help them out. Only One Nation. Shout out to y'all. Richard Rivera, Joyner, and Jackson for OBJ. So the Browns say no. As much as I think OBJ would be a fun player to put on this team, Lamarcus Joyner and Gabe Jackson, they really don't have much trade value. So during the NFL draft, the Raiders were shopping Gabe Jackson. No team wanted to give more than a 4th-round pick. So you're basically saying, I think right now Lamarcus Joyner is like a 5th-round pick. So like 2 5ths for OBJ, that's not going to get it done. So know that they're going to respectfully decline that deal. Ricardo, you're next up here on the Raiders Report. Mitch, what is the ideal trade for Yannick Ngakoue? So, The ideal trade standpoint from the Raiders would be, I guess, a third-round pick. But that's not going to happen. I mean, the Jags won a first-rounder. And with, Yannick's deal, the trade deadline, the tag deadline, you're going to have to pay him $17.8 million. So basically, you're giving up a second or first-round pick plus $17.8 million. If it's up to me, I'm not trading for Yannick. If I want an edge rusher for this season, I'm either going out and signing Clowney for $15 million where I don't have to trade any picks, or go a cheaper option, maybe Everson Griffin for like $9 million. With the amount of talent out there in Clowney and Griffin, I'm not going to give up draft capital for Yannick Ngakoue, even though I think he's an absolutely incredible player. Dylan Castro, we got 600 people watching live right now. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. I got to get over 641 to beat the 49ers show. Josh Jacobs and Johnathan Abram for Khalil Mack. Why? Why would you ever want to do that? Like, it actually blows my mind from a Raiders standpoint. And I mean, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people right now said no, Dylan. Somebody said trying to riot. I am not giving up a top 8 running back right now and a safety that we haven't even seen play yet for as much as I love Khalil Mack. And he didn't want to be on the team as far as I'm concerned. And no. Next question. Angel, you're up. Get a picture. What would you give up for Ramsay? So if you're talking about a trade, I think realistically what you would have to look up for right now to get a player like Jalen Ramsey, go look at the Jamal Adams deal. I mean, you're probably going to have to give up 2 first-round picks, right? Because for the Rams, it makes no sense for you to give up 2 first-round picks to get Jalen Ramsey and to not try to get 2 first-round picks back. He's going to end up staying on the team. I don't think he gets traded this year whatsoever. Maybe at the deadline if the Rams are doing absolutely horrible. I would say if Ramsey's smart, he's going to wait. He's going to really try to get paid, next offseason. Love the Jalen Ramsey questions, and if you want to see some crazy rumors around Ramsey, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I guarantee you they're going to be happening here. So we do news, we do rumors, we do live shows every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, when there's breaking news, I promise you one thing. You won't find another channel that gives you free content, that gives you daily videos, and that does live shows plus breaking videos. We got all that stuff here at the Raiders Report. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. And if you are subscribed to the channel, hey, I would definitely appreciate if you could send youtube.com/Raiders Report to all the Raider fans out there. Because the bigger we get this show, the more crazy stuff we can do. Edward, what's up, my man? Should we go for Dak? No. Next question. Lance, what's up, man? Tyrell Williams, 4. I think the foot is going to keep popping up. So there was a report, and when I talked to Tyrell here on the Raiders Report, he told me that his foot is, still not 100%, which definitely scares me. And anytime you're dealing with a Liz Frank injury, it's not a good thing. So what could you get for Tyrell Williams? If a team trades for Tyrell, you're going to have to pay him $11.6 million. That's kind of a hard sell right now, especially with a guy who's not 100% healthy. So if somebody came up to me and said, hey, Mitch, we'll third-round pick for Tyrell, I'd probably pull the trigger on that because I am confident in Brian Edwards. Let's go to Tyler. What up, Tyler? Future draft pick for James White. The only reason why I'll say no to James White is because we already have a pass-catching running back in Jalen Richard who we signed to a 2-year, $7 million deal, can make up to $8 million in incentives. I like Jalen Richard a lot. Very talented running back, can catch the ball very, very well. 124 targets he's seen in his career, 104 catches. No, that's over the last 2 years. Yeah, over the last 2 years, 124 targets and then 104 catches. Very, very talented pass-catching running back. Let's go to Kaylin Stevens. Derek Carr for Ryan Tannehill. So the Titans will say no to that deal. And as much as I like Derek, I think Ryan Tannehill right now at this point is the better quarterback. They signed him to a 4-year, $128 million deal. But Tannehill, to me, needs a solid running game, which we have, a solid offensive line. But for the Raiders, I don't really think it makes that much sense because I personally wouldn't want to pay Ryan Tannehill 4 years, $128 million. But if you're trading him straight up, I actually think, yeah, both sides are probably going to say no to this. Damian. Oh, man. Been burping a lot, I promise you. It's just water in here. Should we get Ryan Kerrigan? So I like this question a lot. So Damian, in fact, one of the videos that we did on our main Chat Sports channel, so that channel's got close to 185,000 subscribers. Tom Downey and I, we basically broke down some of the top players that you could see traded before, the season starts. Ryan Kerrigan was on that list, and he's been one of the most productive pass rushers in the league. $11.5 million is, I believe, what he's set to make this upcoming season. He is a veteran, but for me, I'm going to say no, because again, if we want edge rushers, why not just go out and sign Clowney, or why not just go out and get Everson Griffin, which is probably going to cost about the same per year as a Ryan Kerrigan. So for me, hold the draft capital, go out and get some other edge rushers then, like Clowney or like an Everson Griffin. So for all Raider fans out there, if you haven't already, please go take advantage of the deal we got going on right now with onlynation60.com. The face masks have been going quick, Rick's been telling me. So if you want a free face mask, all you got to do, go to onlynation60.com, use code FCOVID at checkout, and then you get that free face mask when you purchase either a hat for under $30, tank top also under $30, and the t-shirt under $30. Bottom line is this. You're going to be able to get either a hat and a face mask, a t-shirt and a face mask, or a tank top and a face mask, all for under $30. All you got to do, onlynation60.com, use code FCOVID at checkout, save 20%, and you get free shipping. Shout out to Only One Nation for hooking us up here with these awesome deals on the Raiders Report. What up, Liam? You're next up here, my dude. Trade for Stefan Gilmore. I would love to. I think Stefan Gilmore is, if he's not the best cornerback in the National Football League, he's top 3. And if you'd ask me Stefan Gilmore or Jalen Ramsey, I'll take Stefan Gilmore. The issue, perfect. It's kind of the same question from Tyler. How much would it take to trade for Gilmore? I mean, it's got to be at least two first-round picks. But maybe the Patriots are trying to tank with all their players, opting out of their deals, and maybe they're trying to tank for Trevor. I would say, though, you got to give up at least 2 first-round picks for Stefan Gilmore. Yes, he's a little bit older, but I would be very, very surprised if the New England Patriots moved on from Gilmore. Let's go to Kevin. What's up, Kevin? Appreciate your question here on the show. Again, hashtag trade or super chat. We will get to all the super chats that came in earlier. And for all of you, we are getting ready to get into another Q&A, so make sure you guys then can use hashtag Raiders here in a little bit. So, Kevin, metaphorically speaking, how much could we get for Darren Waller? Well, metaphorically speaking, tight end market did not look all that great, I would say, in free agency. He's a top 5 tight end easily, in my opinion. Yes, we have Jason Witten, and yes, we have Foss Moreau. Maybe a second-round pick, but even that, I don't know if you'd get a second-round pick for Waller. The reason is because people would try to lowball you to say that he's had only one good year. So I would say I wouldn't trade Darren, but maybe be able to get a second-round pick for him. So I want you to pick a city, and shout out to the graphics department here. They did a great job. If you had to pick Las Vegas, Oakland, or Los Angeles, what's your favorite Raider city? So when you think of Raider City, what city do you think of, okay? Type LV for Las Vegas, type OAK for Oakland, or I want you to type LA for Los Angeles. So I've been to Oakland. In fact, that's actually the only city that you see up here on screen that I've actually been to. I am going to Las Vegas this weekend. If anybody wants to hit me up at Mitchell Renz 365, maybe we can grab a beer. Maybe we can grab dinner. I'll let you know. Los Angeles, I am hoping to be able to visit sometime very soon. But let me know. Pick a city, LA, Oakland, or Las Vegas. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.